What's going on, beautiful people? It's Alex here from Let's Play 40K, coming at you on on a Monday, the worst day of the week. But anyways, so super excited, super happy. What I've done is I've been working on my Age of Sigmar board. I've also painted up all the characters for my Orc campaign, my Orc and Goblin campaign. Super excited for that one too. However, I want to finish this board first because everyone knows who's built a board. They take a lot of time, take a lot of space. Need that done before my restaurant opens up. So the board didn't exactly turn out the way I kind of wanted to. I'm not super pleased with the colors on it, especially the gray. I feel it kind of looks a little bit bluish in the end. However, I made a mental note to myself that I was going to try and do this board as cheap as possible because of money situations and life and everyone, yada, yada, yada. So anyways, I tried to do the board super cheap. I think I spent not even $30 or $40 on this board. Like, all in, everything else I've already had on the board. But, so I went out and got styrofoam, kind of carved out the way I want it to be, or etched out in Sharpie. Don't ever use Sharpie, by the way. I made a huge mistake. It was a super big pain to kind of paint over it, because you can kind of see it sometimes. So I had to use like multiple coats kind of thing. But anyways, so did the design, carved out what I wanted, painted it. I didn't flock a lot of it because I want it to be kind of more of like a deserted, ruined desert feel to it. So that's kind of what I went for. But there's quite a lot of detail in a lot of the things. There's a lot of cool techniques, which I have taken videos of on most of it. So, a lot of it, I just kind of powerhouse through because I wanted it done. And anyone who makes YouTube videos knows that it takes quite a long time and a lot of effort to, one, paint the stuff and build it, but then two, to take a video makes it so much harder. So I just kind of wanted to power through it, but I did take videos of a few of the really cool things I kind of personally think that would be beneficial to know, or that I wish I knew when I was younger, kind of thing. So anyways, I'll get to it and I'll show you the little showcase on what's going on, and hopefully you guys enjoy the board. I do, and it will be done somewhat soonish. I don't know. It's only a 4x4 board though, so I decided I want a 4x4 strictly to save on space, and also I don't generally play super huge games of Age of Sigmar, but this board can also be used in 40k as well. It's not too fantasy based, it's more kind of a neutral-ish, kind of ruinish feel. But I think it's super cool, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So here's what the styrofoam looks like. It's super exciting, I know, but it was super cheap, and it is exactly what I needed at the time. So I think there's 8 pieces in there. I used maybe 4 for the board, kind of had to trim them down, but that gave me extras to play around with. So they're kind of this kind of size. I had to cut the middle pieces so it would fit on the board properly. That way it was 2 pieces per board. Drew up my like rough design. I wanted to have floating buildings. I wanted to have a lower area. Originally I wanted to have gears. However, that would be a huge pain, and I didn't really feel like buying gears. I really wanted ruins, kind of like a ruinous feel. I wanted a turn counter as well, which was huge for me. So originally I was going to do floating buildings, or floating islands, essentially, cities. However, it was kind of a bit of a pain, and I didn't want to overcomplicate things, because imagine trying to put a model on something that's floating magnetically. It's kind of a pain. So I ended up putting boards on the base there, and that ended up being able to hold it up, and it still kind of gave that floating feel. Then later on I filled it with kind of like a blood tone to it. So I glued all the board down, put a bunch of sand, different courses, then I painted over it with like a beigeish paint, just a base color because I already had it. Then I spray painted it black and then gray. Here's where I feel like I messed up. I feel like I should have used a really dark brown color on the base and kind of made it flow throughout and then did the gray over top. However, I do find the gray does look kind of blue in the end, which I'm not a huge fan of. So then I put all the buildings on it where I want them to go, kind of like the rough idea is what it looks like. Then I kind of filled everything with blood. Did a lot of the detail work, finished off the turn counter as well. I did have to make a lot of sacrifices, I want to say, on the board, because I wanted it to be probably the best board. I was going to do LED lights. I wanted to do a glass turn counter with LED lights. However, I kind of wanted to simplify it. I kind of wanted to get it done. And I feel like it wouldn't have suited as much as I thought it would have. So here's what the board looks like right now. It's not done at all. I just kind of wanted to put a video up, kind of showing you guys the work in progress. So here you can kind of see some of the cool details, at least that I think. I love the portal, the chaos portal that shows here, with the blood kind of portal coming out through it, and with the hands coming out. Yes, here's the cool turn counter. Super simple to do. I'm not done it yet. It literally does spin though, so you can, in Roman numerals, you can show what turn it is, which I think is pretty damn cool. This is the creepiest, but I think the greatest statue I got from the dollar store. It was like $2 or $3, and I love the fact that once I painted it up, I put the kind of blood inside the cauldron, I guess I want to say, and I also used. I'll put a video up of what I used. I don't know the name of it, but it was basically like foliage almost, and then use water effects and blood for the blood god, and it kind of gave this like veiny kind of feel inside of it. So I feel like that was super cool. So anyways, guys, this here's what the board looks like currently. I will be trying to finish it off. However, don't quote me on when that will be. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around.